Hey everybody, it's Ricky Rolando here back with another dream journal. This is going to be dream journal number 15 and I'm going to call it Multiverse Swimming Pool. It begins with me and one person, at least one person. I think there was two actually. It was me and one other person though for sure, and we're in this auditorium type building that has a swimming pool. So the pool reminds me of like one of those swimming pools you would see in like a scary movie where it's indoors at like a high school or a community center or something like that. And so me and whoever else is with me in this dream get into this pool, and the pool is different than most pools because when you get into it, the water like acts different, or it makes you act different in the water. Because normally when you get into a pool and you want to like float on the surface of the pool, unless you have like enough body fat, you have to like kind of hold your breath and use your lungs as like a little buoyant device to help you float. So if you like let out a certain amount of air, you'll sink below the water, right? And if you let out enough air, you can even sink down to the bottom of the pool. So I realized that at some point throughout my life swimming, in this dream, that was a thing that was normal, but how it worked was abnormal. So as opposed to you just letting out some air from your lungs and you sinking, the way you would sink in this swimming pool in the dream was like by not being relaxed in your mind, by like not wanting to be in the pool. So if you didn't want to be in the pool, you would sink. If you wanted to be in the pool, you would just float right at the top, and like it was pretty much impossible to go below the surface of the water until you didn't want to be above it. So it was like the pool kind of had a safeguard. But a thing that was even more weird than that was if you like fought the want to be in the pool and sunk down and then floated back up. When you floated back up or you like exited back out of the water, it was like changing the channel of the universe. Like everything, including the other person that you were in the pool with, the way the auditorium looked, the way yourself looked, everything got changed into something different. So like if you ever been to like a church and the pastor says like when you're baptized you're going to come up as a different person, this was like the literal version of that. Like in the church they mean you're getting rid of your old ways and you're coming up changing into a new like behaving person, or at least that's what your goal is. But in the dream it was like literally your physical appearance and everything else's physical appearance changed as soon as you exit out of the water, and everything was new in that sense. So it was like, what the heck? And then another really weird thing about this pool was that the water was like tangible, like you, or not tangible, what's the word? I don't know, like holdable, like you could literally pick it up. Like in real life, if you try to hold water, the only way you can is if you make some type of container for it, right? You have to cup your hands or something, or put it into a container. But in this dream, you could like physically hold it like a big globe of water. So the only thing I could think of to give you an example is if you've seen Bug's Life. There's a scene where the ant goes into like this little bar. It's like a bug bar, or in the movie it's like something where you go by water, but it was supposed to be like a bar. And the ant in that movie like orders a drink, and then they just like roll him a little droplet of water, and it's literally just like a single droplet, like when you spill some water and a little droplet sticks to the surface of something. It was like one of those in the movie, and that was how it was in this pool. You could pick up the water and hold it in a little globe like that. But because the water was all active, and because it would like change the universe every time you went inside and out of it, when you held it, it like didn't know what to do, and there would be like a little like shit going on inside of the bubble. So you pick up the bubble and there would be like little people running around in it. Or the part I remember really vividly was it was like an eyeball, and it started looking around like in my hand, the bubble of water. I was like holding it like a little sphere of water, and it's like a liquid, but it's in my hand and it's not falling through my fingers, and then there's like an eyeball either in the middle of it and the rest of the water is like magnifying it, or the whole thing is just like an eyeball, and it's moving around like looking around in my hand, and it's just weird and kind of creepy, but at the same time like everything else was so weird about this pool that I wasn't creeped out. I was all fascinated, and I was like, dude, I want to take a picture. And I pulled out my phone, and I was like trying to take a picture of this globe of water that looked like an eyeball, and I couldn't get the picture to work. I don't know why. I think once I started thinking about wanting to remember it in the dream, the dream started to fade. So it was like the more I tried to mess with my phone, the less the pool and everything around it was what it was. So I didn't get any pictures or anything like that on my phone in the dream of it. I did get some blurry like shots that didn't work, but that was it. And it's weird because there's actually been more than one dream I've had where I was like, what, this is really cool. I want to take a picture of this. And I like tried to record it and tried to record the memory. And I never actually got to the point in my dream where I pulled the phone out, got the camera fully open, and took the picture clearly of what was going on in the dream. And the funny thing is I've also never been able to remember exactly what it was that I was wanting to take a picture of. Like in this one, I know there was a part where I wanted to take a picture of the eyeball, but there was also another weird part where the other person who was in the pool went underwater and came back out, and they came back out as a different person, and they were like this like blonde haired like Barbie doll figured like almost plastic toy looking person, and their head was made out of a bowling ball with like fake wig glued onto it and like really detailed face painted onto it. And it was a straight up bowling ball that was floating in this water with a person's body connected to it, and it looked like plastic, but that was my like partner or whoever I was with that I was swimming in the pool with, and that was them when they came out of the water. And I wanted to like take a picture of that too, because it was like I was with somebody who I knew and recognized, and then all of a sudden they're this weird toy Barbie doll with like a bowling ball head. So it's like, what the heck? And yeah, I didn't get a chance to take a picture or anything like that in this dream, but like I said, in other dreams I've had the same idea, like I want to take a picture so I can remember this, or I want to take a video so I can remember this, and I never have actually been able to get the camera out. And I don't know what that is in the dream. I don't know if that means anything or if that's something. I just always thought it was kind of interesting, because in real life, you see something cool and you want to take the picture, it's as easy as just pulling your phone out and taking a picture of it, as long as it's not dead. But in the dream, it's like as soon as I want to, I realize it's a dream or something, and then the dream starts to fade. And I've noticed that with other dreams where I realize it's a dream. If I notice in a dream that I'm dreaming, unless it's just like kind of in the back of my mind, the dream starts to fade away, and it becomes less and less of a dream. Like one time I had a dream where I was, I don't know exactly what I was doing. It's for another dream journal, but basically I realized it was a dream, and I was like, I could fly and I could do this, and then all of a sudden all my surroundings were gone, and I woke up like shortly after, and I didn't get to lucid dream. So I don't know what that is, or why that happens, or what the brain chemistry behind all that is, but I thought it was really interesting. I think it's really weird still that I haven't been able to successfully take a picture in my dream, and I wonder if I do, will I remember it better or not. I don't know. But that's it for this dream journal, guys, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked the art. I hope you guys have a good night, or a good day, or a good afternoon, or whatever time of day, wherever you're at watching this. I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Peace.